Good morning here. It's a late morning. Oh my gosh. It has been the craziest morning here, and I had planned to I was going to start out with some meditation and get into something really a little more spiritual today. and yeah, got sidetracked a couple of times, and I bet you guys see this all the time too. Um, Getting sidetracked is really, really easy, and that's one of the things that I'm focusing on for this coming year. But what I really wanted to talk about today in the shift is about shifting. I've made a lot of shifts in the past year, and a lot of things have happened in the past year, and some new insights. So what I'm going to bring to this year to you guys is myself in my heart and authentically in ways that I really thought I was doing before, and I really was holding back, and I really didn't intend to. I was sure that I was not holding back, and yeah, I was. So I'm here, and I am going to be coming on to visit with you guys a couple times a week. Still kind of figuring out which days. So if there are days, my intention was first thing in the morning. That did not happen. First thing in the morning for me, Mountain Time, is like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning. So I was thinking on Mondays and Fridays. If there are days that, okay, I will bring it, Paula, thanks. I was thinking Mondays and Fridays, but if there are days that work better for anybody who really doesn't want to miss these, of course they're going to be recorded. But we'll bring some health stuff into it and just some real life shit. So I hope that you join me, and I look forward to sharing a lot of good stuff. So for today, because of what happened, what I wanted to share mostly is when things get in the way. This is what keeps us back. That's why most people that I work with, that's what's holding them back from the kind of ideal life that they really are wanting to live. So I'm going to demonstrate that by showing up even though all of my plans went wrong. I couldn't find the right kind of microphone. I couldn't get my phone in the right position. I couldn't figure out the sound on it. And then I couldn't get the right lighting. And then my Wi-Fi went out. Well, if you know anything about Facebook Live, it requires Wi-Fi. So I had hopes of doing all these different things, and then I get more creative ideas, and I just think, and I get stymied. So for the flexibility of just showing up, that's what we're going to go for, just showing up. Something gets in your way, you go, okay, that's not going to look like that. It's going to look like something else. How else can I show up? And honestly, I debated, I was not going to do this video more times than I was going to do it. I think there are probably 5 or 6 times that I attempted to do this earlier today, and it's still pretty early here for me. And it didn't happen, and I just backed off and went, forget it. Just forget it. I'm not going to do it. Just forget it. And then what gets in the way wins. And what got in the way were not things that were really important. Thanks, Dean. Happy New Year to you. So starting out this new year, we're going to go for what's really important. You've probably seen the jar before. I should have a demo. Hey, I could do that next time. where you have the jar, and in the jar you put the rocks first, and then you put the stones, and then you put the pebbles, and then you can pour sand in and then pour water in, and there's always room for more until it fills up there. And once it's really full, it's really full. So taking those priorities, those biggest rocks, and fitting those things in first and making those actually true to your priorities and allowing them to happen and not allowing things to get in the way. So for today, don't let things get in your way. If they do, recognize they're in your way and look for a way around it. Look for a way through it. When I was a kid, I had a horse, bought it myself. Yeah, I worked really hard for that horse. And I was jumping him, and one of the things that our instructors were always telling us is over, under, or through. There's not an option for stopping. There's not an option for reversing. It's over, it's under, it's through. A round can go, if you're not riding a horse, a round can work. If you're riding a horse, you don't do that because then, the horse gets the message that that's okay. So, oh, I like that. Yeah, you can pour beer. You can pour whatever liquid you want to into the jar, whatever serves you best. So, Dean, you go for that beer. So pay attention to, especially this week, just to get started with the year, pay attention to what your priorities are and how things put themselves in the way. What are those things that are getting in the way for you? And if they are getting in the way, there might be a reason they're getting in the way. Maybe it's you allowing them to get in the way. So instead of allowing, just recognize it and then decide. Thanks. Then decide how you're going to get to what your priority was. And just step into it. Just step into it fully and with the commitment that you're looking for the life you want to live. And I really look forward to this year. We're going to have a whole series. If you guys have special requests of something that you want to learn about or talk about, I would love to commit to something with you on that. I'll probably be setting up a special group in the next month as we step into this and see what everybody's interested in. And you can see one of the things I have on my priorities in an action step is to put Christmas away. Not quite ready to do that. I love the holiday season, but I will. That's going to be something for this next weekend, and I'm really going to enjoy what there is of, the holiday bright lights. I still have, I don't know if you can see, I have my fake fireplace there, and I'll leave my little twinkle lights in the fake fireplace too, since we don't, we have to rewire all that. But in the meantime, twinkle lights will work. So let your light shine this week. Let your priorities shine by stepping into them and recognizing things that get in the way and making a decision. Making a decision to step away, around, through, not backwards, but over or under or through and around to get to those priorities, to help start to shape the week, the year that you want to have, the life that you want to have. Now's the time. And this is not about New Year's resolutions. New Year's resolutions, I was going to have a little talk about that, but may as well talk about it now. So New Year's resolutions. If you haven't set a New Year's resolution, you probably know somebody who has. And the gyms love resolutions because most gyms get a lot of memberships, and people show up for the first couple of weeks, maybe the first month, but by mid-February, people are dropping off, and they've got all this cash for people who, committed to this. They were really excited. They're going to make a change in their life. And they're so excited. Well, it comes, 6 weeks, 8 weeks from now, they stop showing up because they haven't really made that kind of commitment to it because it's a resolution. What's in a resolution? You say you're going to do something. Okay, and then what? So you take a couple of steps toward that, and there you are. You've done it. So it's kind of like you've reached the destination because, oh yeah, I did it. Been there, done that. How many resolutions have you made in your life? Making a commitment is different, and making a commitment is more about setting an intention, and really take some time with setting the intention. Don't just flippantly go, I think for this year, I'm going to pick this word. This is going to be me. Or my intention is going to live a great life this year, and it's just going to look great. Well, okay, so how is that going to happen? An intention is more of looking to your future and seeing what you want in it, who you want to be in it. And then from that, making some choices. And the choices are more of creating some goals around those intentions. So if it's going to look like that, if your intention is to live this way, or actually you want to live expansively, so you want to live this way or this way, you don't want to live this way. So if you want to live this way, that's your intention. What's involved in that? What does it look like? So you're happy, I imagine. You're satisfied with your job. You love your job. You have great relationships. You have fun with people. You have a great social life. You have a passionate, loving relationship with your significant other. You're super healthy, the healthiest you've ever been. You feel great. You can do just about anything. Whatever that is for you, whatever in that intention of what you want that to be, what are the details? And then from those details, you can pick some goals. Okay, so these I live kind of closely to. Yeah, those are pretty good. These don't fit into my intention picture so well. I'd like to improve on those. So that might be where you want to put the goals. So let's say you're not totally satisfied in your job. You're not achieving, you're not reaching your passion, you're not achieving what you'd like to accomplish. You don't really feel like you're making a difference. Or maybe you are making a difference, but it's costing you. Like time, it's costing you energy, it's costing you stress, which is huge. We'll talk about that later. I have a whole disease around stress. So whatever that is, that's kind of not working well, that might be a place. So let's say you're not so thrilled with something in your job. It's not working for you toward that intention of how you want to live your life. So maybe a goal would be to make a change that would improve that situation, that would fit a little bit closer to that intention. And that might be, I'm going to commit to only working 40 hours a week instead of 65 or whatever that's causing me stress. Or my goal is to, at the end of this year, I will be living a work life that includes some fun and some enjoyment in it. Or I'm going to create, by the end of this life, my job is going to involve the challenges that I was missing because you were bored in your job. Or my job in a year from now, on December 31st of 2017, my work life will be abundant financially. I will be earning $20,000 more than I am right now. So then you set that goal. Let's pick the money, because that's a really easy one. Your goals should always be measurable so that you can take some action steps toward them and see that you're making some progress. So let's say this is a really simple one, and you can pick anything. And if you want help, throw some ideas in here, or you can message me and we'll figure out some ways to word it for you that are really going to work. So let's say on December 31st of 2017, I will be earning $20,000 more annually than I am right now. So then from that goal to sorry about the phone call there, you can look to what some action steps would be toward that. Halfway there, you're going to be earning $10,000 a year? Or is this something that's going to be created through something that you create in your work? And you need to take baby steps toward that. Then once you have the ideas of where you want to be halfway there, or a quarter of the way there, 3 months from there, then you can look at, okay, so next week, what can I do to get there? What's an action I can take to get there? And then start working toward those actions. And that's measurable. Make sure that what you're choosing is something that you can look at and go, yes, I accomplished that. Yes, that happened. Yes, I took these many efforts toward that. That's a way to choose that. So we'll talk more about this as we go further. Now is a great time because people are talking about and thinking about new beginnings. People are really geared for what is going to happen this year. It's a new year. I would like to make sure that it's this. So what is this for you? And then with the priorities that you have in the intentions and in your goals, then you can take the actions to start living that. And you can start today with just little baby steps every day. Consistency and attention to it are going to help create what you want in your life. So I look forward to talking with you more, and I really appreciate you joining this. And I hope to see you again soon. And I'm thinking about Friday. If there's another day that works for you guys, just let me know. And have a wonderful, wonderful week. And I look forward to hearing what successes you had. Please post down below what successes you had this week, or even today. Just look at today. What's different between this morning and tonight with what you did just by setting the intention? And I will see you next time. Have a wonderful week.